Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a off-season Breachers Major League, or maybe Virtual Reality Master League. Who knows? Who cares? I'm on my main account. Welcome to a Breachers VR Scrimmage match, or I guess just Scrimmage, and we have Unity versus Fluid. First map is going to be ship here, as we have Fluid starting on the defense and Unity starting on the attack. And I'm going to quickly switch over that. Alright, getting to the action here, we have Hunter, first pick of the match, as he finds Bot Thomas sitting there in the back door area. The Shadow, though, crawling down the stairs. Hunter, is he aware of this? I'm not sure, but Shadow's going to take his time there. Hunter, not quite aware of it. Maybe will eventually. But for now, Unity is inside A main here, so they do have the space to set this up. Drone did go out. Hunter's already in. Going for another kill with that Taurus. Here comes Shadow. Here's a fleck that he definitely needs to get off, and he does. Random. Letting off the wall alongside with Shadow. Finds one. Shadow finding his second. Apollo, it's now just down to him in 1v2. Random is down to 6 HP. This could be very, very winnable. But Moxie with the C4. Goes for it. Gets a ton of damage onto Apollo, but it's not enough yet. Well, does make it winnable. Random and Apollo both sitting at one shot to both their guns. But Apollo has the time. Random has the audio, though. He's going to go ahead and peek this corner, and Random will find the shot there, securing a very, very close pistol round with the last bullets remaining. Damage onto Apollo, but it's not enough yet. Well, does make it winnable. Random and Apollo both sitting at one shot to both their guns. But Apollo has the time. Random has the audio, though. He's going to go ahead and peek this corner, and Random. And what a performance from Random there. Closing that out in the 1v1, both 1 HP, but he was 1 HP for a really long time. He was probably worrying a little bit on the health advantage, but hey, he got it in the bag. Even with time on the attacker's side, he did not back down. So that's 1 point for Fluid. And look at their buy here. They are going pretty heavy on the rifles here. I'm not seeing a lot of nades, though, unfortunately. But I feel like they could just win it out with a pure firepower. I feel like that's the name of the game for them on this second round. But on Fluid, on the other hand, they are going for also a force buy here. Seeing a lot of SMGs here. 1 Cadillo. So definitely, definitely not as an unbalanced armory here for both teams, as Pax breaks down both doorways here, actually. And I'm wondering how the droning is right now for Unity. I don't think there's any. There's a door blocker here, just to kind of alleviate Commander's position in green box. Sometimes he can get a little bit claustrophobic sitting there with the utils up, and Shadow's in a perfect position there to catch Pax there on that vent. That's the pick that they wanted and needed. Shadow looking to get a bit more aggressive here. He has the wiggle room for it, as Melcon Peace picks up the pace there onto Hunter. But Freedom does get that trade onto Commander on that green box. C4 goes out. Not sure how much tags they got, but I mean, look at the HP. I think it did get a fair bit of tags, as Fluid is up 4-3 right now with a huge HP advantage. Unity, it's going to be very tough for them to fight this one out. There's still that static sitting on that double door, so they get the info if they're going to the wall. They also have that clone there as well. That will also give away a little bit more audio, but still, Unity's just still trying to give a go at it with the weaponry they have and the investments they made. They don't want to go to waste. Fluid, on the other hand, they are playing very, very conservative, which is what I love. And Shadow is just the king of sinks so far. We'll pick up yet another kill into that angle. Now 4v2 for Fluid, and it's just looking pretty I mean, they have the space, but they don't really have the time. 40 seconds left remain. They gotta go up against these 4 players who, majority of them have bought. And Apollo and Voodoo both below half HP. This could be very difficult here. And Apollo, I mean, just goes for the swing there, and it works out. A 2-piece, actually. It's a 1v2 now for Apollo. I mean, EMP's down in the middle of sight, but Apollo has the cloak at the Viper, but Random has the headshot. As Random finds last pick of the round, and yet again, and just like that, Fluid are up 2. And Apollo and Voodoo both below half HP. This could be very difficult here. And Apollo, I mean, just oh, so very unfortunately, my mic was muted. But, Melancholic did just get an ace if you're just tuning in. What an insane play for Melancholic to clean up that B site off meta. It's just, players like those are just so, they're just so dependable, you know? Even when you don't expect the push, even when you don't expect the plays, having those players that can still consistently get those frags and read the room is just so powerful. Fluid up 3-0. They're looking good. Their economy's looking good. And I mean, I'm sure they're feeling good. Unity, their economy's a little bit better now. Especially after probably the little bit amount of picks they got there. Lots of Cadillos, which is what I like to see personally. As the instants are going out, it's being a little bit more of a reminiscent aggression here from last round, but it's still on the A side here. They still got to take their time. That will be a missed instant from Fluid, as Hunter is trying to make his way into the back door here. Teammates are already on the front side here, just trying to weasel their way in. See what they have on the utility belt to get anything they can do. As Fluid, they're just playing their game right now. Unis, they're still trying to get set up here. That's another C4 down, so that's something they won't have to worry about. Hunter, they will get that pick on a commander who is trying to go for that flank. That's a pretty good kill. Now they don't have to worry about that. Now their next order of business is to go for the side execution, and I want to see how they're going to do this. Voodoo crawls his way in, but Melancholic goes with a swing and takes him out. Freedom, though, right there for the refang. It's a perfect wall timing. A Shadow swings out with the RCP, grabs 2 there. 1 behind him on Hunter, and it's the refrag right there. 2v2 for Unity and Fluid. Health advantage in favor of Fluid heavily, and position-wise, too. Random in this corner can just hold any cross he wants here. 1 shot, and it's over. Hunter peeks his way through, finds the shot, and gets the 2-piece. Fluid heavily induced momentum here for this map. And oh my, check on out the scoreboard here. Melancholic and I mean the top 3 here on Fluid, they're all doing insane right now. They've all had their moments. They've been just so dominant right now in these past 4 rounds. Gotta give it to them. Unity has been a lot more consistently Unity has been a lot more consistent team-wise. And but that's not going to be good enough for Ship. That's not going to be good enough for Fluid. They need to get these rounds on Ship. They need to get these attack rounds on Ship, more importantly. As, the consensus is that Ship is more attacker favored. As, yeah, that means it's going to deny that drone early, which is going to be a little bit of a nuisance to Unity, as they do need that info. Last time they went to bunks, there was a lot of util holding them. And not to mention Shadow here holding them as well on that vent. Yeah, they just don't have the positions right now to do something about it. Pax is trying to find the kill there, or any sort of damage here, and Unity, they're taking it slow. Not overwhelming their stay at all. They're taking it piece by piece right now. Especially without that drone, that C4 is going to tag up Freedom. Stim's right back up, though. So not too much of a big deal. Voodoo tries to go for the repel, but Shadow is on the angle, on the run out. Beautiful positioning from Shadow there. Hunter, though, equalizing it, though. Right on the other side of the map. But Random is with the reflect through the wall. These kills are spectacular on both sides. It's in favor of Fluid, though. Moxie on this green box. How much can he get? Converts 1. That's still up numbers for Commander. Goes for the refrag. Random with another wall bang. You've got to be kidding me. Fluid has every single read right now. And it is looking like a bloodbath for Fluid here. Still consistent with the score charts. And Fluid, they got it all in this round. Last round and a half here for both teams. Fluid is lavish to the bank. Unity just mustering up what they can. And, it is enough. Apollo will have to be the player to sacrifice their weaponry. Oh, never mind. They have a Vez in their hand. But, yeah. This is probably Unity's best buy round and best opportunity to get themselves on the board for this match. We really need to see a little bit more of a showing here from them as they are setting up for the last round of attack. And that first step is going to be the droning here from Hunter. Clearing out the main side of bridge. Both doors going to be open for Fluid. They're looking to get their hands on this site, as most of the space is now clear. So they're going to start dropping in. Fluid playing very conservative here. They're not going for any over-aggressive plays just yet. They're waiting for the mid-round. They're waiting for the info. They're waiting for the opportunities. Ball is going to be going glowing, as that drone's going to get a little bit more info on the site. Almost takes out the static, but not enough. Commander does sweep that drone right off the footing. And Shadow catches Pax on the window. And he's going to secure that space. Oh my goodness, the 180 from Shadow. Wow. That is just insane. And Shadow runs in for the 4K to clean up the round. Take his team to 6-0. Wow. I'm just speechless. Just look at how confident that play was. Wow. Huge props to Shadow there for that round. As we do swap over the sides. Hopefully Unity can muster up something on the defense. You can only hope at this point. Because there is still a long, long road ahead. But it is not. But that only means that it's not over yet. Look at the push from Fluid here that they're planning to do. They're planning to do a full-on B committal. But look at how set up Fluid is for this. Pax on that pixel. C4 on the doorway, just waiting for it to be broken. I kind of like that play. C4 does get blown preemptively, which just blows up the door. Which is unfortunate. Random. Oh my gosh, runs out of ammo! And just like that, just gets dunked on by Voodoo here. That's a good pick if you're Unity here. It's kind of slowed down from... Yeah, it's kind of slowed down from Fluid here as they're trying to just get the picks, and Melancholic. Good start there. That's another instant out from Unity. So that's going to burn up Melancholic to pieces there. As it's now down to a 2v4. Not looking too good for Fluid, unlike the previous rounds. And they got to decide what to do in these next 1 minute 40. And it's looking like they're going to go for a rotate here, so it's all about anticipation here. If they wait enough time, Unity might get skeptical, and they're going to send some numbers over towards A. If they're not, and, well, as I say that, we have 3 members already rotating towards A. 1 player anchoring on the engine side, but Hunter, he's going to hear it, smokes himself out. Can he get a pick? Yes, he can! On that hop-up, his last one. Commander trying to go for some shots, and he does. Connects it. 1 minute 10 remaining for Commander, as he needs to retrieve this EMP and foam to get something done. 1 minute, 5 seconds left for him. As he doesn't grab the phone, he actually just walks right past it, just opts to go for the croucher, but he can't. That trip bar is going to be a little bit of a problem, and Pax will be too. Collected that last kill as Unity on the board now on ship. And that was a desperately needed round for Unity there. Finally grabbing some control onto a round. And they did it. They got themselves on the board, but can they maintain that? That's only just a little hindrance for Fluid. Just 1 round out of many others they have to close out this map. And it's all in for Fluid. On the middle floor now. Let's see how their push differs. It's gonna be super fast. Early clear here. Shadow gonna swing through that doorway. How many can he get? Gets Voodoo. Just the easy picking there. Isolated. Simple. Team has a space now, so he can go up to the wall and try and get it prepped. And it's a little bit of a stall here, but Joe's going to clear out so much space on the site. Random knows it. Has the opportunity to just crawl up there. Is careful about that nade, though. Goes up on the head peak. Freedom. Good stall there. Now the Roaches are coming in. Pax does go down to Melancholic. Plant is going down as well. Nades across. Commander holding down the line. Hunter trying to clear up some space. Gets 2. 2 more to go for Hunter as he's left down in this 1v2, and it's not enough. Melancholic and Commander holding down that back line for Fluid. Seven to 1 for Fluid on first map ship of this best of 3 scrimmage. And it is looking very clean from Fluid, especially their defense, which is what the majority of the map was, granted. Was very clean, super reactive. I think Unity just needs to warm up just a little bit more here, get get their heads in the game. They know what they just know what they're going up against now. Reset, and they should be fine for whatever the next map will come across. Here's the final score chart, ladies and gentlemen. And it will be a side swap here. So I'm really curious to see what map we're gonna get. And it is going to be Arctic. So we're back to the same spot here. Unity starting attack and Fluid starting defense. So I think at this point, Fluid's going to try and maintain their dominance on the defense. And Unity, it's a new map. It's a new dawn. And I think the map design of Arctic and the macro level that Arctic offers will somehow, I think, will help out Unity, as we do have a substitution in for the Fluid squad. It's going to be Big Kirk as he makes his way into the server. And here we go. Round 1 of map 2, Arctic. If you're just tuning in, it is 1-0 for Fluid as he won out 7-2 on ship. Try to figure out how Unity is preparing to attack this. It looks like they're sending a lot of people on these hallway windows. Presumably one going to be hatch. But anywho, look at the other side here on Fluid. So they have most of the people playing site. And actually, scratch that. Most of the people are playing out in the hallway here. We've got Big Kirk, Boxy, and Commander just holding down Green Hall, which is conveniently where Unity's aiming for those at. Little high-low setup, but that nade is going to flood them out a little bit, so that's going to be a little bit more space there. Joe coming in immediately to re-clear. We'll spot out Moxie. As Foam does get prepped here, so that's step 1 out of the equation for Unity. Gets the wall done and dusted. Freedom does spot that Big Kirk flank here, as he's trying to condition that. Take a player off, as Voodoo. EP Planter going down in Gem. And that's a little bit of a hurdle that Unity has to get over here. But it will be picked up right there and then. Pax, a lot of damage taken onto him with that Ensign. But Ensign does get thrown on their own, as the flank does get taken care of eventually by Hunter. So, and back to an even footing here. 4v4. Apollo sneaking up to that doorway with the EMP. Actually, toss it to Pax. He wants to take the first line here, and he does. Nails a shot on a Melancholic. Huge pick as the retakes are trying to go underway for Fluid as it doesn't work out in Green Hallway, but Commander does get that anchor kill though. Tap onto the EMP. Commander, he knows it's a bait. He's just going to sit there patiently. Moxie's also with him. Can spot out if it's real or not. As he does take out Pax there, trying to go for the retap, but still a minute left, roughly. 2v2 now. Freedom and Hunter. They have EMP committed onto that box. And Commander right next to that blown wall. Freedom. Good opening there. Good decision there as Hunter can now creep his way forward. Find the angle, and he does. Perfect from Hunter. It's now down to Moxie in a 1v2. Sees Freedom, and that's the last thing he sees. And Unity finds their first this map. And there it is. There it is. There's that round Unity wanted to get. There's that first round Unity wanted to get. And now they're in the game. Maybe they just needed good old Arctic to be played. And I'm liking this hatch blow that Fluid's going for. This is not bad. So it's good because a lot of teams, they start green room, they start hallway as well, and they go for a little bit of a crunch here to secure this hallway. The hatch blow, well, it's gone now, but the hatch blow, it kind of disrupts the green room a little bit. It forces these players to worry about it. They have to hold it, maybe re-clear it from up top. Gives some run potential for the defenders, but they opt not to do it. Instead, utilize your C4 with something else. That does spot out Hunter there, so that's going to be a free red room for Unity, and they take it. Voodoo in here, red room, the EMP, Big Kirk, going to be a little bit of a fight here going on with them, but it's quickly disengaged. Still playing pretty site central for Fluid, but look at this. So they actually will be going for a very, very, very long roam here. As Unity, they have made their way into the building. All 5 members. Foam is prepped on the back wall. And they have a lot of... They're really set up for this now. Hunter still on red room. Still in that red hall. That's gonna be that back wall being blown. The flank does come in through. Shadow with 2. Moxie with another. Shadow picking up the 3rd. And the retake is just so sublime. The reflood is so sublime. As Shadow is just so valuable right now in these mid-round moments. Another heroic round from Shadow to give Fluid the retaliation round. And I mean, how can you not love watching this player perform? It's just incredible what he could do on his own some. And that's a little bit of a hit for Unity on that second round. You know, it's really important you win that second round. That's going to start steamrolling your economy. But now look at the other side for Fluid. They have the Marui, they have the 2 Cadillos. They're ready to play. They're looking to get their mark back on to this game on this second map. And we take it to bottom 4 now. Fluid, they're set up for this very well. Double trips for the entry, which, I mean, should be taken care of with good hands. And they have 2 players. They almost had 3 there playing close to the door, but they're waiting. It's a little bit of a quiet game from Unity. But they're just taking their time. Drone is going to spot out that static. I'm not sure if it spotted out the trips, though. I mean, it should be taken care of. Oh, that nade's going to be very detrimental for packs. Same with that C4 on the Hunter, and there's no healing for Unity. And now they're kind of just stuck at a standstill here, trying to just make their way into main. There's still more util to be thrown on the other side here. The C4, the Ensign, and the nade, as the trips are looking to be dealt with soon. Static could be dealt with soon, and entry really are taking their time here. As Hunter is looking to get aggressive here. He doesn't want to wait any longer. And that C4 is gonna be good for one. Apollo good for another. So it is an equal footing here. Apollo on that red room does find some good value here. As Fluid completely misses that. A little bit of tags there, but Moxie here on that close angle does find a EMP. Won't be punished though. Big Kirk finding his one. 2v2 now. EMP is down on that cross, so it's gonna be a little bit tricky for these Unity players. But they are sending Hunter on the other side here to re-clear red room, so the timing, it's really all about timing here as Hunter finds the perfect headshot to Commander. Now just down to a 1v1. Big Kirk versus Hunter. Who can hunt who first? As Big Kirk does have the EMP here. Hunter has the Cloak of the Barui. And, oh no, Hunter's gonna save. Is he? Not a lot of time left here. About 10 seconds remaining. He has no clue of where Big Kirk could be. Finally grabs that EMP, but he has to commit for the plant right now. Big Kirk knows it. Hunter swings out, looking to find the pick, but Big Kirk, he's playing it so patiently as he clutched that one out. Big Kirk in the server as he finds Fluid second. Now that is just some discipline that I would die for. From Big Kirk. Very well played clutch round from him. As we traverse into our 4th round here. It is not a bad gap right now for either team. As they're still just trying to find where they stand here on this map. It's been pretty back and forth. I will say though, Fluid does have the 2-round streak. So that can be a little bit of momentum here for Fluid. And Apollo is on this, I mean, absurd angle here. Hate to be that guy. I think it's illegal, but, you know, I digress. It's a scrimmage, you know. It's game is game. Game is game. And it's a very familiar Red Room aggression here from Entry. And it's followed up by the Dread, which is awesome. As Commander will be the first to be spotted on this round. And yeah, Entry's looking to have a go at it again. Look at Pax's position. He's on the back door. He's looking to try and maybe get a wraparound to back door. But oh my goodness, look at these initial picks from Fluid. One of them being a tripwire kill. You gotta clear them out. But Hunter does find his one in the Red Room. Can he find another? No. Big Kirk, and that's the EMP down. Isolated in the Red Room. That is huge for Fluid. 4v2 now. Pax, we're gonna try and get something done on the back door, but his position's revealed. Down to 3 HP. And Apollo isolated as well. Does have that cloak though, as it does warp his gun. Oddly. And it's just tough. It's tough right now. 2v4, 1 minute on the clock. No signs of HP going up, but that's a good sign of Apollo hitting that shot. What a great rotation hold. And Pax might start to make his move on the back door as well after just sitting there for quite a while. But that's pretty good because, I mean, now they have no idea that Pax is going to re-clear this. Apollo is making a little bit of noise. That's going to be a little bit more help for his teammate here. As Apollo, he's playing his cloak intervals. But Fluid is playing the time here. 30 seconds left remaining to stall. And, I mean, there's not much you can do except go for some more picks here, potentially. I think that's what Uni's trying to do. At the same time, try and also have a go at it. But we're now down to 15 seconds. And it's just, yeah. There's the pick from Big Kirk. 10 seconds for Apollo. Can he find another kill here to damage the economy of Fluid? No, Big Kirk with this perfect swing there. Wow. This player has just been pretty online ever since last round. So, that's a 3rd round for Fluid. And it's looking a little bit familiar from last round. From last map. And at this point in the game, it's looking very, very rags to riches from Fluid here. Unfortunately for Unity, They do have a bot joining alongside them. Hopefully they can get that done and dealt with. And the setup from setup for Fluid is a little bit more improved here. They have a C4 getting ready to blow that wall. All the same trips and the cloud. Shadow is looking for some nades here. Is that a wallbang? No way. Okay, no. But Arthur is jiggling the doorway as he finds his way into A main. Freedom attack kind of observing here. As that A is going to clear out Apollo a little bit. As forced to back away. Shadow is looking to get aggressive here. Does find the first, finds the second, finds the third, and I can't find his camera for some reason. He's looking for it. He's money hungry right now. He's bloodthirsty. And there's just Apollo and Hunter left up next. Both on just opposite sides here. Hunter might be able to get the pick on a... Oh, no. Unfortunate. Yeah, Shadow is just haunting right now. Can he... Oh my goodness, he picks up the kill into Apollo after being revealed. Are you serious? He's on ace watch right now. Hunter's the last one, and they know where he is. Health is back up, and Hunter, you better start running, because Shadow is on the hunt for you. Just around the corner, Instant does go out. Hunter does find the second. Shadow, though, with the instant kill to finish it off. And I believe that... Is that the ace? I think that's the ace. I don't know why it didn't show up on the banner, but anywho, what a round yet again from Shadow. And the dominance from Fluid is back now. I was going to say slowly crawling back, but no, it is just back. It's been back since those 2-round streak. And they're looking to solidify this half into a 5-1. As they are set up for the green push from entry. From Unity, sorry. Good, very good pick there to start off. Shadow will take care of the AI. And yeah, again, very similar push we've seen. Jonas clearing out hallway, clearing out the util, covering the bases with the drone. The double drone, actually, I might add. As they make their way into gym. Boom will be set up there momentarily. And Fluid, they're playing their game. They're just playing defense. They're chilling in sight. Drone, unfortunately, misses the batch of util here. So that's going to be still a little bit advantageous for Fluid. As, oh my goodness, the picks are just too much. The flood is too much. The Shadow finds his flank as well. And Pags on the other side here. Isolated. 1v4. How much did he find? And the C4 does it. 5-1 secured. Definitely the lead that they wanted to employ. As we switch it over to the next half. And we are yet again on a side swap. Hopefully, Unity can start off strong again on this pistol and try and muster up a forbidden curse that some people are aware about with the scoreline. But you never know. You never know what happened. And Fluid, they are taking this pretty standard. Most players group up towards B main. They have an instant for clearage. As that drone's gonna spot out Pax, gonna encourage him not to overlap the stay as he does get tagged up there. Shadow and Melancholic both there. Pax behind the wall, and Shadow does clean that one up. Super aggressive here, and a bit too aggressive there with Tripwire being in the way. Big Kirk though, finding his wall bang. And up numbers here for Fluid. That instant though, a little bit dangerous for Melancholic. Got his one, got his two. Now it's down to Arthur, who will be taken over by Hunter. And he finds, oh my goodness, Hunter with the target switch. 2K. And he is just feeling it with the Taurus right now. 1v2. Can he find the heads of the next? And he knows where both of them are. One outside Commander, hugged on that close right. They're playing contact here. Baker trying to bait Commander. He does though. Finds another head. Can he find the fourth here? It's a little bit of a statement. We'll lose the round, but hey, at least you get your clip, son. Baker on the other side shuts it down. As it's a very, 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 very well fought attempt there from Hunter. But Unity, or excuse me, Fluid, they go up to 6. And we are again at 6-1 match point for Fluid. As it's just been such a dominant showing from Fluid. They got their attack round, they got their pistol round, and now it's time to get their final round to secure this scrim win in the bag. And they definitely have the army for it, and they definitely have the utilities for it. I think they're gonna go, yeah. So they are gonna go and try and proceed into Red Room. Drone's gonna be the first point of contact there. Hunter is gonna be the main man to watch here in the Red Room. As Pax is there for the support, Hunter will be spotted out, does slip away, but not fully slipping away the control as he goes back in for a frag. He gets it. A little bit of tags on a Moxie as they are traded HP here, but not for the expense of the space though. So Moxie and Fluid, they do have red, as the other players are going to get that front wall. Big Kirk baiting it out. Moxie, very well played from both these players, as he just crunches with that all the equalize. So now they have the controller wise. Oh, a little bit of an overstep is from never mind. Melancholic just picks up the double there. So I mean, if you could just shoot like that, frag like that, who are you even kidding? Just keep going. Pax Hunter in a 2v3. They're backed or against the wall right now to try and pick this one up. Big Kirk goes down. Pax won't find that kill with that Omen. Hunter with the next. Melancholic is forced to go and retrieve that EMP that their teammates left behind, and he's wondering what went wrong. It's now just all up to him to try and close this one out on his own. 1v2 has the back door as a possible entry point. Does have the cloak as well, so I mean, don't count this man out. Pax is on the other side. He's ready for it. He's watching the doorway, but Melancholic, are you fast enough? No, you aren't. And Pax does nail the shot there. And when Unity is up, or when Unity is down, and then it's match point, and they need it around, they go and get it. Unity is still holding on to this game. And you gotta respect it. Fluid, they're looking to try and close this one out. Another all-in buy from them, of course. Of course, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You're so close. And these rounds, especially, are getting really close. That round was in Fluid's favor for a while, but Uni was able to turn that around. And it's looking like a good old B-take, as we've seen all across the scrim, but there is a little bit of difference. And it's going to be Shadow here on Kitchen. So, it's really all about timing with these roams. Shadow, if he reveals himself too early, he might be a free picking. And if the push comes too early, then Shadow might be a bit too late. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this roam is going to go for Fluid, as the entry frag is right there from Melancholic as Pax tries to get too aggressive. But Hunter does pick up the pace there with that C4. Now a 4v4. 4v, make that a 4v3 for Unity, as hello, they're starting to get these needed kills. As both scores will be tossed, but they still... Oh my goodness, what a beautiful nade from Commander. As we're back to equal footing, 3v3. Both cloaks for Fluid, so that's going to be a little bit annoying to deal with, as Kirk is just in a prime position there to get the frags. Freedom with the refrag is now down to a 1v1. And Freedom wins it out. And there it is. Unity, 3 rounds now on the board here. And they are starting to really find their footing. And that force buy from Fluid, it's a little bit punishing, as they don't have a lot of extra cash in the bank for the following round. Sure, they can muster up the rifles and the mid tiers, but I don't think they can reciprocate that on the following rounds, but we'll just have to see. As Uni, they're fortunate enough to be able to be carrying 3 stims here, saving over from last round. And here it goes. Shadow in for the entry frag, as Hunter immediately puts him to sleep, as Shadow's aggression is starting to get punished more and more as this round goes on, as they finally get the reconnect. Voodoo back to the server. Doesn't have the weaponry, but will be tossed something from his teammate. And I mean, Melancholic, what a pick there. What a pick there. As he finds the double for his team, and that's really good for Fluid. As Big Kirk and Pax. Oh my goodness, Big Kirk. Just so aware of that flank. But the problem is that Hunter has the EMP right here in his hands. Voodoo picking up the cross, and it's down to 1v2 for Unity. Blind fire is going out from both sides, so Big Kirk's position is noted. Hunter has the opportunity to rotate anywhere, but Voodoo's going to play off the contact with that nade. Big Kirk's just trying to see if anyone's gonna overstep. C4 goes out, and it's too early from Voodoo, but still gets a little bit of info there. Big Kirk making his way through green room, through that vent. I like this play. It's preemptive. It's intentional. Still has a minute to work with here, as he's trying to isolate anything he can. Hunter on that back wall might peek out the hallway, and he does. Big Kirk, perfect shot on a Hunter, as tries to find the player on site here. Stim to work with in case this fight goes a little bit nil. But Voodoo behind the bomb. Look at trying to secure this kill. 30 seconds left remaining now. Voodoo still knows that EMP is there. He's just going to hold the cross now. Big Kirk rotating around to try and go for that EMP. Gets on it. Goes for the tick. Goes for the blind fire. Not enough, though. Gets one. Gets two. Finishes it off in Voodoo. He's on the other side. But Big Kirk with the blind fire. It's just too good. As he closes out the map for Fluid. And I believe that will be it, ladies and gentlemen, for this scrimmage. Fluid 2-0 Unity. 7-3 ship. 7-2, I believe, on Hideouts. Thank you for tuning in. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, comment what you liked about the stream, comment what you didn't like for this stream, and I'll see you in the next cast.